In continuing coverage, the third day of the state's trial against the U.S. government for the damages incurred for the DAPL protests wraps up.
The state is asking the U.S. for $38 million in compensation. KX News' Mary Gutenkopf has more from today's happenings at the federal courthouse as we lead local.
In day 3 of the trial, the courtroom heard from multiple witnesses, all testifying against the United States. They began by continuing to question Morton County Sheriff Kyle Kirkmeyer. Kirkmeyer testified that, above all, law enforcement was there to keep the peace and to protect the right to peacefully protest. However, he says many protesters engaged in violent, dangerous, and illegal activity. In response, he reached out to the federal government for manpower and financial assistance, but he says they did not fulfill those requests. In the cross-examination, the U.S. questioned Kirkmeyer about these statements. The state also called on former Cass County Sheriff Paul Laney to testify about his involvement. Laney corroborated Sheriff Kirkmeyer's claim that the federal government did not show support to North Dakota. For example, when law enforcement and elected officials met with Rosa Salamanca with the U.S. Department of Justice, Laney says they were met with extremely disappointing response. He says it was obvious that she was against law enforcement and made biased, confusing requests, one of these being a staged arrest of a protester. Both Sheriff Kirkmeyer and Laney say the lack of response from the federal government and the Corps of Engineers contributed to the damages incurred throughout the protest. Reporting for KX News, I'm Mary Gutenkopf.
That trial continues tomorrow with additional law enforcement and elected officials testifying against the U.S. government.